Good morning. It's Thursday, and the guys are all here. And you can see we're in Nashville, and we got people from Wake Up Patriots sitting behind us. So we actually have a live audience today. So this is for all the people that couldn't come to Nashville. So, and it looks a little bit different, but we're all here.
It's awesome.
Doesn't look different.
Oh yeah, it looks different. You got light behind you in a bar.
Looks different. George has got half a head.
Yeah.
Or half a brain. One of the two, right?
What do you call?
I'm not going to open up with a prayer today because we got Pastor Andrew Phipps. He's gonna do it today instead of me.
Great. That's great.
So yeah.
He can't wait to get to Nashville. He said. He don't even know the Patriots back there.
Does he have his own carry-on?
If he did, I would throw it out of the plane.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring on Pastor Phipps because he's sitting down here waiting so we can get going. Okay.
That's great.
Oh, the sirens are coming for you.
Pastor Phipps comes in with sirens.
Good morning, Pastor Phipps.
Well, good morning. How are you today?
Great. It's great to have you on with us again.
Morning.
It's been a while.
Thank you. Let me correct one thing. I do the work of an evangelist. I'm not a pastor, but my son is. But I speak around the nation. But it's wonderful to be with you today on your program. Thank you for having me.
Oh, well, we're really thrilled to have you. I was really excited, to have you back.
Well, God bless. That's wonderful.
Would you like to do a prayer for us this morning to open?
Pardon me?
Would you like to do a prayer for us this morning?
Well, that would be wonderful. I'll pray right now. Dear Lord, in Jesus' name, I pray that this broadcast will be a blessing to others. May it bring glory to your name. Help us to be good citizens and most of all to be good Christians. We'll give you praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 Amen. Thank you. Well, what have you been up to since you haven't been here?
I speak around the nation. The Lord has been good to me. My family, my dad and mother, my dad, his first wife died. My mother's first husband died. I was born to their marriage. So there's a huge age group between me and my parents. I'm the child of older parents, but they were just poor people from the Commonwealth state of Kentucky. They came to Indiana, to Muncie, where I was born, and I've been privileged. I went to Ball State University, got a bachelor and master's degree in political science and so on. My mother had maybe at best a third grade education, and I feel that I've been given some of the best opportunities in the world. The Lord indeed has been gracious to me.
Amen. That's good.
But our thrust is that we want to speak truth to error. And I think in this day and time of deception, when we're so confused about many things, Benjamin Franklin at the Constitutional Convention said, the longer I live, the more of a truth I perceive, that if a sparrow cannot fall to the ground without his notice, how can empires rise without his aid? And so those are cogent, very sagacious statements. And I'm afraid today that we have lost a lot of our heritage. The culture is upside down. And I don't want to monopolize the conversation, but when I was growing up, grass was something we mowed and Coke was something we drank. Aides were the people that worked in the principal's office, and coming out of the closet meant we'd been playing hide and go seek. So it's a different culture, and I have two children. We lost one in 1979 to a malignant brain tumor. We have 5 grandchildren, and we'll have 12 great-grandchildren, and I'm concerned about their future, their posterity. Reagan reminded us that we're only one generation away from losing our freedoms. And this is what this nation you know, the 102 people got in that tiny Mayflower. They were at sea 65 days. And Governor Winthrop said, when we arrive, we bless the God of heaven for safe deliverance. And we said, we came here for the advancement of the Christian religion. And so I know a lot of people today don't want to admit that, but the principles of Christianity, the ideology, the thinking that went into that, those were the foundational blocks upon which this great republic were built. And I'm afraid that we're in the process, through the media and others, cancel culture, wokeism, people that would deny our heritage. And that's what has me passionate to keep going. And again, thank you that you would allow me to be on your program. And I certainly don't want to just do a filibuster here, but so whatever you want to ask, I'm here to hopefully to maybe to add a little to the narrative.
Well, I have a question for you. What do you think would be a good thing for parents to do with their children with the way the world is going?
That's a big
Well,
question.
A gentleman told me that today everything in the modern home is run by switches except the kids. And when we were growing up, it was a different time. I'm not for child abuse in any way. I love my great-grandchildren, my grandchildren. I'm a softie. But if there is no discipline in the home, then we're going to see chaos. You know, Will Durant wrote in his 12-volume books on civilization, he said the family is the nucleus of civilization. Lee Iacocca said, what have you gained if you gained everything and have not the love of family? It's regrettable. I'm not trying to be ugly, but dads used to have 4 or 5 kids. Now kids today have 4 or 5 dads. And so the harmony, the unity of the family, we see it reflected in the streets. We see it in the schools. We see it, you know, when de Tocqueville came to America in 1820, he said that he went to the harbors and he went to look at the infant industry, and he thought he would find America's greatness. But he said, when I went out into the hamlets, the villages, and I saw coal pits aflame with preachers preaching on righteousness and judgment to come, he said, I knew that America would be great, because he said America will be good. And if it ever ceases to be good, it will cease to be great. So there are some things that I just think that we have to embrace. It may sound old-fashioned, but parents have to be in the home. We can't have AWOL dads and people that are neglecting their children and expect to have good citizens. When we look back, I think it was Abraham Lincoln that said that his family, you know, his mother died at a very early age, but then he had a stepmother. But he said, I owe much of that to my mother. And the old expression that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. It may sound out of date, but it's still pretty true and pretty lucid.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well said.
But I don't know. It seems to me that I know it's important what goes on in the White House, in the church house, but what goes on in my house is of utmost importance. You know, it's in the home where we find some cohesiveness. Like I said, my mother wasn't able to get very much education. She didn't know the King's English, but she said she knew the King. And that makes all the difference in the world. We can have enough degrees to look like a thermometer, but if we don't have the basic rudiments of foundational truth, we're going to be like a ship with no rudder. We're going to be tossed to and fro. And so we need educating. I know I do. I need to be informed. I need to be inspired. And that's what I'm trying to do as I get around the country. And again, you'll never know how I appreciate the fact that you would give me an opportunity to be with you folks today. I haven't had the privilege of meeting you personally, but that would be a wonderful event if that could happen.
I met you in Orlando.
Pardon me?
You interviewed me in Orlando.
Well, yes, I've spoken all over Florida. I've been from one end to the other, Zephyr Hills, Jacksonville.
You also interviewed me too.
Pardon me?
You also interviewed me.
Oh, good. That is right. Yes. I love to go to Florida. My wife and I do for about a few weeks. It seems like the Lord calls us to Florida in January or February, but
he calls a lot of people there.
Yeah, it has been wonderful doing that, and but I applaud also the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis. I met him in Washington, D.C., and I think that his leadership has shown to be exemplary. I think that Florida is setting the pace in many ways in leadership and bringing common sense back into the public square. Isn't it amazing to me how common sense seems to be out of focus? Huh?
Not so common.
No, it's not too common. We talk about AI, automatic intelligence, when we should be dealing with natural stupidity. And so I think that that's where I feel. And I certainly don't feel like an expert. I don't feel like I have attained or arrived, but I am grateful for every time when I can get to talk about what we have known to be the magnificence of this great republic, how we have stayed, and the Lord has given us favor. When you look at the history of especially democracies, by that we mean where people can participate. We go back to the Byzantines, the Romans, the Grecians. We go back to the Egyptians and all like that, and they are many of them didn't stay too long. And I'm hoping that we can continue to have a place where freedom is given a credence. I don't want too much government. Ronald Reagan once said, as a side note, he said, socialism can only exist in two places, one in heaven where it's not needed, or in hell where it already is. And so we've got, I'm a patriot, I'm a Christian, I believe in the exceptionalism of America, I believe in free markets, I'm believing that capitalism has given us the highest standard of living in the world. I don't want a system where the government controls the means of production, the distribution and exchange, to tell us how many toothbrushes we need or how many tractors we can produce. That it hasn't worked. We see people at places like in other countries, Venezuela, where they go from being thriving economies to surviving economies.
Right. Yep, they were the richest. They were the third richest country in the world at one time with all the oil that they did.
Yes, sir.
Until I went social. And then what you were saying before about the family, that the left was trying to do everything to break up the nucleus family with controlling of the children, the education that they had. So that was a big problem that we had.
God, as recorded in Genesis, he said, let us make man and woman in our own image. And he said that a man should leave his father and mother, be joined unto his wife, and that they would no longer be twain but one. And so we've got to reaffirm that today. You know, God is never taken by surprise. God didn't say there would be an aberration or some kind of malfunctioning in the genetics or in the genders. He made man and he made woman, and each has his or her proper function. It was never intended to be some kind of a blending together. You know, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We took a man and we put his picture on Wheaties, the breakfast of champions, and now we can put his picture on Fruit Loops. And so this is where we are. And so our children are growing up with misdirection, with misguided information.
Yeah, major confusion.
Confusing, sure it is. It confuses anybody. Now, it never confused my ancestors. Many of them were just farmers, dirt farmers, and well, some of them worked in the mines. Some cut timber. Some did whatever they could to make a living, but they were never confused about who they were as their gender. You know, they never believed that you could take a one-celled amoeba and through a mutative process and a random selection and make what the scientists call a Homo sapien out of it. They never believed that. Some of them had lives that I didn't approve of, but they could never believe that nonsense. And so, again, I apologize if I'm going rambling here because I'm wanting to add what I can, but I want to be led by your format, however you want to do this.
Oh, I think you're doing absolutely fine. It's really good what you're saying, and you haven't been on in a long time, so we're letting you just go.
Yeah, make up for lost time.
Pardon me?
Make up for lost time. It's great to have you on here. It's great to hear you again. I can listen to you for hours.
Well, I want to thank you for that. And again, I try to go to Washington, D.C. when I can. We're hoping that maybe we'll get an appointment to President Trump's council. I would like for that to happen. And it's kind of in the works now. And we have a handbook, Faith, Family, Freedom Handbook, that we've shared with congressmen. We've given it to them and gotten it in some state legislatures. And we do podcasts, a lot of television and YouTube. And our media fellow, Mr. Charles Haas, is a wonderful man, very given to technology. So he works with my inadequacies, and that's saying it lightly. I don't know much about technology, and it wasn't something that was right at our disposal, I guess, when we were growing up. It was so I'm accustomed to old-fashioned living, old Southern type eating. We had cornbread and soup beans and fried potatoes and onions, and we grew up on that. But I'm grateful for every meal, and I'm grateful for every person that the Lord put into my path. You know, Robert Frost in 1922 wrote that poem about road not taken. He said, 2 roads diverged in a woods, and I took the one less traveled, and it's made all the difference. And I feel grateful that maybe just to be honored, seriously, to be on your program. You know, from a fellow from my background, the expectation level wasn't high. It wasn't because people didn't want you to do well, but, you know, if we could have just maybe had a ordinary occupation, ordinary life, that's okay. And I'm not degrading that. I'm all for the common man. But I'm just simply saying that God, in his infinite wisdom, gave me some opportunities. You know, wisdom is being able to take the knowledge we acquire and apply it. You can have a lot of knowledge and yet not have any wisdom.
That's all good stuff.
Well, thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. And again, whatever, I feel almost apologetic. I'm afraid that I am filibustering or rambling on here when maybe I should make these short answers. But I'm just here to add to the dialogue. And I appreciate the crowd that you have there today in your setting. It's wonderful. I hope that and I will say this, we have faith, family, freedom tracks. They're beautiful. Matter of fact, maybe I can hold up one here, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's a track. We send them out to people, and if you want to order a bundle for a venue, a church, or a veterans group, we'll send them to you. We feel like that they are pretty poignant. We feel like that they capsulize a lot of what we're about. For example, if you don't mind, I'll read the first couple of sentences on this one here. It says, "A cultural war is raging. How the conflict is resolved can have grave consequences. Those who deny our Christian heritage, defile our ancient landmarks, devalue our Constitution, and attempt to destroy our capitalist economic system and replace it with a failed system of controlled socialism have gone to great lengths to make America what it never was." That's my opening statement. And we have a lot of pictures in there and different ones, and I'll hold that up there. Maybe you can see it or whatever. But anyway, we're just trying to use every venue to get a message out. And it's not because we feel that we're so eloquent or that we have so much knowledge, but we're trying to share what we believe to be the urgency of the hours. It'll not be another bureaucrat, or it'll not be another department head that helps to save our America. It'll be when we get back to the principles. The Bible is very specific. It says righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. It further says, if the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? And so this is our ultimate goal. Is to try to win people to Christ, and also to be a shining light to those that are in darkness, and to preserve our wonderful republic.
Well, could you have Charles, who I was speaking with, if he would email your contact information, I can post that up. So if anybody wants to get a hold of you, they know how to reach you.
Oh yes, as a matter of fact, I'll have Charles Haas to do that, and if he's listening, he'll probably send it to you immediately. He's very efficient, very meticulous about what he does, and he does it well. And I'm grateful to have his assistance. And we're trying.
Yeah, he is good. He is good.
Pardon me?
I said he is good. He's really prompt on answering too, so he really helps you out.
He's very good, and I'd like to. Now, are you based in Tampa, Florida, Orlando, or?
Actually, I'm in Indiana, where you are, and then George is in Florida, and John is in New Jersey. Yeah.
Or where in Indiana are you?
I'm in Monticello, over by Lafayette.
Oh yeah, there used to be a congressman I knew from up there in Monticello. He's been out of office several years. I was trying to think of his name, but I know exactly where Monticello is, and up towards Rensselaer and that areas of the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right by Indiana Beach.
Yeah, Indiana Beach, right. And well, I've been working a lot with our Governor Mike Braun, and I interviewed him a lot when he was in Washington, D.C. as our U.S. Senator. And Mike, I think, is trying to bring common sense and bring good business sense to our state. And Of course, you can't do everything in the first few months, but people here are trying to get they're on board with trying to get away with the property tax, get that repealed. And
Yeah.
but I think we've had a lot of good businesses coming into our state, and with the help of President Trump and also our neighboring state of Kentucky. So it's very important. And it's amazing to me that President Donald Trump has been able. I'm not an economist. I don't know. I studied tariffs a little bit, in economics, but it seems to me that he has taken those and worked them to our benefit in our economic upswing. And of course, President Joe Biden just about ruined us. I don't know.
Well, they destroyed a lot of farmland in Indiana.
Huh?
I said Biden administration destroyed a lot of farmland in Indiana with the solar farms and the windmills.
Oh, yeah. Well, Joseph Biden is the worst of the worst. When you study history, you can go back to the Grant administration. There was a scandal called the credit mobilier. When you go back to Harding administration, you go back even to the administration right prior to the Civil War, Joseph Biden has done more to harm America than I believe any president, maybe other than Barack Obama. And I think they're working into collusion. They just about took away. One thing that they did, they robbed Americans of any hope. People died in nursing homes away from family and friends, couldn't see or couldn't talk with each other as they were getting ready to leave this world.
You go shopping at Home Depot, but
the Afghanistan fiasco and Hillary Clinton, and now we're seeing the uncovering of all of this. And I hope that Representative James Comer out of the First District in Kentucky, and I've interviewed him, got to know him, I hope that they continue to unravel this thing about the Russian collusion. And what I read Representative Comer's book about the power money with the Bidens and Jim Biden and Hunter Biden and all like that. It'll go down if we can ever get the truth completely spoken out there, articulated. I believe it'll be the worst presidency in what we've had so far with the 47 that we've had. It's just about destroyed us.
Jimmy Carter's celebrating because he's not the worst one anymore.
Yeah, he's up wherever he is.
Well, and another thing I think that we should recognize is that what a tragedy that his family would allow this to happen. Obviously, a man that should have had no burdens, no stress, was yet put forth to be the leader of the free world, a man that obviously was in cognitive decline, that his mental faculties were obviously to everybody except the Democrats and the media. Everybody else could see it, but they couldn't see it.
They're still trying.
They saw it. I think they saw it, but they didn't report it. It was horrible, And people like you that are standing in the gap and trying to your best to give truth. There was a paper that we used to have in McCreary County, Kentucky. I was just a young boy. We lived there for a few years, and they had as their motto, it said, "Hew to the lines of truth and let the chips fall where they may." And so people that cut wood, they know what you mean when they say hew. We've got at all costs to tell the truth. The truth is what sets us free. The Lord Jesus Christ is the personification of truth. He said in John 14:6, he said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life."
Well, they still have they still have people against Trump. I mean, you have the Speaker of the House is still in session because he has the power of the gavel. For 1 minute a day, if he does, he keeps Congress in session, and so does Toom. They're both working it. So because President Trump can't do recess appointments because the House and the Senate are still in session, everybody left and went home except those two.
In an
So
unprecedented session. I don't think that's ever happened before, has it?
Nope, never happened before. Nope.
So
You have any, and supposedly Johnson's a man of God, and I don't think he's doing too good on that one. I mean, he's stopping President Trump with a lot of stuff they're doing. It's just a shame that they're doing this, but it's the deep state having control over a lot of people, and that's what Trump's got to get rid of.
Well,
Yeah.
I think what we have seen there is that when I was teaching government, I used to read in our Magruder's government book. Money is the mother's milk of politics,
That's
and
right.
these facts and these people get beholden to these political action committees. They get in lockstep with them, and of course there are so many reforms we don't have time to even enumerate them here, but we need term limits desperately.
Correct.
The founding fathers never envisioned a man going up the Potomac River and staying there for 40 or 50 years. They envisioned people going there, serving the public, coming back home to their usual occupations,
Right.
whether they were merchants or builders or whatever, farmers. Now today we have people, for example, the Dingle family in Michigan, John Dingle, his son, and now his daughter-in-law have controlled that one seat in Michigan since 1935. I guess it's 90 years. When John Sr. died, John Jr. took over, and now the wife of John Dingle Jr. And so we have people that have been in there 45, 46 years. And listen, the voting and all of that, these, I didn't know for a long time, but these people even get in Congress, they have to raise an exorbitant amount of money just to get in places of influence, like to become chairman of the Appropriations Committee or to be Speaker of the House. We're talking about millions of dollars that have to be raised for the Republican National Central Committee. They have to raise scads of money, and what they're doing they're doing it to help other candidates. And but we had the likes of Mitch McConnell that was taking the money and giving it to liberal or moderate Republicans like Susan Collins or the lady out of Alaska. And when we had people out of Arizona, like the lady out there that run for senator was having to beg to get money. And Mitch McConnell, if you ever went against him, he would use that over your head. And so then he started voting like he's a Democrat. We have people like Lindsey Graham. Down in South Carolina, they call him Flimsy Graham. And they do. And they've got people running down there against him, or trying to get somebody to run against him. But until we, the people, get involved in the political process, Elihu Root was the Secretary of War under Theodore Roosevelt. And he said that everybody should be a politician in the sense that we get involved, we vote, we monitor, we do what we can. Woodrow Wilson said to educate a man in mind and not in morals is to educate a menace to society.
Well, I'd like to tell you thank you very much for coming on with us today, and hope that you'll come back again sometime. Would you be up to that?
Anytime, and please forgive me if I didn't follow your format. I'm
No,
sorry.
no. Oh, you're the sirens, they were
Well,
coming.
today there is really no format because it's a lot. They're on remote. It's a live show. I travel down tomorrow to see everybody, so there's really not a strong format today because they're remote and you're doing good.
Well, I tell you what, anytime, just get in touch and Charles Haas will provide the information. Anytime that you think I can add something positive to the dialogue,
There's not a day you can't.
And get in touch with me, okay? And I hope you have a wonderful day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, thank you, and I will definitely get a hold of Charles, and we'll bring you back on again. But we really appreciate your time and your insights. Thank you again.
And we thank for your words of wisdom. So appreciate that.
God bless you, my friend. God bless each one. Thank you. Thank you.
God bless you too,
All right,
Andrew.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, that was really good. You should have had a sign over there, Georgia, said applause.
It was great to hear him again. It really was, and see him.
It was.
Yep, he's awesome. So
You should have done it before he left the show.
I'm hearing a little bit of echo for some reason.
Yeah, I probably would have echoed. You guys are echoing a little bit for me, but not too bad. But how about we do the trivia question, and then we can introduce everybody that's here today. What do you think?
So you can put the name to the face.
How about we have a bet on who spots me first coming in the hotel? A side bet.
We'll spot your wife first. That's who we're gonna say.
No, I could tell you I could tell you in the audience who's out of their minds. I could tell you that one.
Uh-oh. Come on, give us the dirt. Dish the dirt, George.
It's the one that had that white bra on.
A white bra?
The FBI agent.
The FBI agent. All right, well, I'm going to go with the trivia.
He's too funny.
You better watch. You may need her to help you out down the road with all those 302s she may have on you.
I don't know, with all the tipping back last night, we don't know who was the craziest last night. I think I know which one was. Who was the most talkative last night was Low.
I said how important you are.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the trivia question, and Stacy, no cheating, you can't cheat. Huh? What'd you say, Sean?
I said that's a good looking group back there.
Yeah. Well, of course, they're not only are they intelligent, they're also very attractive.
Yeah, it's a good looking group. Smart. Like I can't wait to get there now.
Okay. Well, here's the question. I'll read it out and we'll give the answer tomorrow. Wrong one. What was the exact year the American Revolution started? Let's see. Okay, who's going to yell out answers for me? Okay, I can.
1774, Sodak. 75, American Mark. 1773, Denise 15. One Citizen D, 1773. Angels Awareness, 1775. Deputy at 1774, and Most Christ, 1776. Dr. Phipps, 1775. Beach Cat, 1773. 1774. Little Kitty, 75. 72, all 17s. Aunt Janice, Universal, 1778. Aunt Janice, 1773. And Denise, Dr. Kurt Schlegel. Ladybird, 1773. Sodak, May.
You should put the month and the year.
Billy was always right.
Really was. May, good morning.
All right, we close.
You got it all.
Okay, we're gonna close it out then.
Oh, Super Trooper 78.
Super says 1778. Okay.
The new one's going to start in the next couple of months.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
The new revolution will be starting soon.
Yeah, well, after the broadcast, that's when it's gonna start. All right, so we're done with that. We'll give the answer tomorrow. Mark, you want to go and introduce everybody?
Yeah.
That's the Roman phone. I like this.
All right, one person talking at a time, so everybody can put a face with a name.
Tracy, Low Country Patriots.
Everybody knows her.
Red Ginger.
I'm Greg, Florida for Trump. This is Dave, Florida for Trump.
I'm with Greg.
It's Rihan, Soda, Patriot.
Gotta speak
And
loud.
Bucky.
Actually,
This is Denise 15. This is Ray. I'm Angels. I'm name is Sharp. This is
Sharp.
Stacy.
Billy.
This is Billy.
all right. And we got one Trixie, and I see that my wife is camera shy. Oh, and the Godfather, of course.
Shit, thank you.
Look at Godfather. He's got a light over him. I love it. I love it.
Excellent job. He did an excellent job. I gotta give a hand on that applaud here
Oh,
to
now I
Mark.
see the light back there.
Mark did a great job. Hope we lost the iPhone.
Oh, you shut the phone. Okay, we're gonna.
George, you're
Are you
looking
gonna
all
turn that
holy
back
now with
on?
the light
Oh,
over.
yeah.
you.
back
It
on?
shut off. We lost the
There you
connection.
There you
There we
go.
go.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to mute it. I hit.
You gotta-
That's a great
Where's
view.
Denise?
of the
Somebody
scene.
said, "Where's Denise?"
Where's the nephew?
Denise.
They came all the way from Oregon. Hey,
Wow.
Mark, they asked where they're from, too, because they took long trips. Ask them where they're from. Where they came from. Where they came from. Ask them where they came from. A lot of them came from a lot of...
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, real
Good,
quickly,
George.
where'd we come from, everybody?
Bluffton, South Carolina. South Carolina.
Orlando.
Ooh, FL for Trump is from Florida.
South Dakota. Oregon. Oregon Coast.
Oregon again. Nebraska. Indiana.
Bucky, Texas, home of Bucky's.
And Indiana. And Florida in the corner. And then, if it lets me do it, Michigan.
Yeah, so and there's more people coming this afternoon too. Not everybody's here yet. This was just like an impromptu thing, doing it from down here this morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just we were just gonna do it
Yeah, get
regular.
ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's
That
going
was
to be
good. That was good to do it though, because it was a good test run today. It was, and it came
No,
out
it's not
pretty
great.
good. A little bit of echoing, but besides that, it came out pretty good.
Yeah, well, it's gonna probably be a lot of echoing tomorrow, but everything else will be all. It'll
What'd
be
you
okay.
say? What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say?
Shut. you gonna
Still got it.
bring little George?
Little George is here. He's you have his repair kit, right, for his
Yep.
thing here.
Yeah. Is he excited?
And Adam's
Don't put those two together. Don't
Well,
put
they've
them
been
together.
actually they were behaving pretty good.
I think he should
But
put
then-
Adam Shift up
But
his
then
ass.
George, then I heard the George puppet say, I want to shove this thing up your ass. And
Yeah.
then he goes, and he says, you don't even have an
That's
ass, you ass.
Oh my god, that's
So I
great.
told them to calm down over there, or else they weren't going to Nashville. Then they were
If
behaving.
that dog attacks little George again, he's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
He brought to a Chinese restaurant.
So Christian's dog, because it was little George was on my desk here, and Christian's dog came and looked at it the other day. I said, "Stay away from little George." You know?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. My dog was trying to get that puppet too. So it has something. It must be because it's
It's
George. I don't know, but my dog was trying to attack it too. Seriously, I had to hold it up because the dog was trying to jump at it.
Yeah, that's
The
funny.
echo's coming from you.
Is it? Well, then should I talk lower?
No, not that. You got to move the location. Go to the hallway.
Do you have two mics over there? You have another mic over there, perhaps?
No, it has nothing to do with
No,
that.
I
It's
didn't.
just- He's echoing because I
It's
just
where I'm
I just
sitting.
muted myself.
Well, that's all right. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
give us the dirt. What happened last night? What was going on there last night in Nashville? What'd you guys do? Can you hear me?
You know what was going on?
Hello, is
I
this
said
thing
she's
on?
embarrassing me in front of all these people. That's what.
Yeah, but did you guys just stay at the hotel or did you go out downtown somewhere?
No, we were all in the lounge over here last
Okay.
night. We didn't go anywhere.
Some of us were.
Yeah, you were eating pretzels.
Yeah, I ate the pretzel, but I didn't drink like 72 beers.
Well, it looks like a pretty spot. It looks like everybody's pretty spry this morning. So even in the background back there, everybody, it looks like no one's hung over or anything. That's good.
I don't know. I don't know who drank the most. I don't know. Who do you guys think drank the most last night? I know who I. Yeah, Mark.
Julie wants to know in the chat who's hungover and who's still sleeping. Is anybody still sleeping that didn't show up today this morning?
And everybody's here.
All right. Yeah, Denise said not until Saturday. That's yeah. You can't be hungover tomorrow morning. You got to be good tonight. Friday night, you guys can let loose.
Yeah, well, yeah. Mark, how many beers did you have, Mark? Like 10?
No, I definitely had 2 for sure.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, you had more than 2.
I'm gonna
More than
nickname
2 every
Mark.
time I see you, you got a full glass.
I think I'm gonna nickname Mark the Pounder.
Yeah, well, you know what he's doing? He's practicing so he can get the Sharpie on him. That's what it is. He doesn't want to pass out.
So yeah. So he's trying to build up his a tolerance, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's what I think. That I brought the name tag too, but I think most people know who everybody is now.
That went pretty.
So
good
I'm leaving
today.
my house in about an hour and 20 minutes. Is when I'm leaving my house.
All right. Well, have a safe flight. Hey, how's the storm and stuff? The wind and everything.
I think so far. I think it's all right. I think we won't have an issue. It's.
You checked your
I
flight?
was worried about that. I haven't checked it this morning, but I'm sure everything's still fine. I should check
All right.
it.
Well, have a safe trip.
I appreciate
Text me when you're leaving, and then let me know when you landed.
All right. I was going to say you could pick me up at the airport, but then Lana would have to walk.
Well, I could put her in the trunk.
That's
in pieces.
I think you should just bring Lana and leave Sean to take the Uber.
Yeah.
There you go.
That would work. Yeah, you know I'm kidding.
Well, they said the cab. Sean, they said the cab is cheaper than than the Uber.
The cab is cheaper than Uber?
Yeah, that's what somebody said here.
It may be. Who knows? I mean,
it's not even. What is it? A couple of miles? I think it's a couple of miles from the airport.
Yeah, it's not bad. When we went to Nashville, I've been to Nashville once, and we did an Uber to downtown because we stayed right in downtown. We kind of walked around, and I don't think the Uber was expensive. I mean, I don't know. That was a few years ago. That was before Bidenomics hit. So.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Greg was telling us this morning that Trump has 4,000 Marines stationed off of Venezuela.
Really? For what? For what's his name?
They
Maduro?
claimed him as a terrorist.
Is that Maduro? Is it? They're going to get him?
They told him he's an illegal president. And plus he's with the cartel and the terrorist organization. They just nailed him with that. That's it.
Didn't we have a bounty on him or something? Don't we have a bounty on him? Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting because the elections were stolen again. And the left that we have here always talk about how democracy is supposed to be, like the asshole Zelensky that stopped his election. See what Trump said? Maybe I'll try to do that there. Oh, the news went fake news media went crazy.
Oh yeah, they don't want that, but it's okay. It's okay. Zelensky doesn't have.
Well, what happened was Trump asked him. He says, "Oh, you stopped the election there, right?" He said, "Yeah, I did." So maybe that'd be pretty good. It might work here too, in America.
If something happened 3.5 years from now, he said, or something like that. Now, speak of like these other countries, didn't they find some money from USAID that went to Brazil to help oust the guy in Brazil, help Bolsonaro.
Color revolutions. That's what they were using it for.
Yep.
They've used it in quite a few different countries.
Yeah, it's amazing how we use our taxpayer money to screw up other countries.
Oh no, but that's all a lie, And you notice that? Did you see what the fake news media turned around and says that the Afghanistan pullout was less worse than what Trump did with Putin? Not having an agreement yet, like that rag that was running for president turned around and says that 9/11. January 6th was just as worse as 9/11 and stuff. Right?
I had one of my customers yesterday complain. I try not to talk politics when I go to these places, but I had one of my customers complain to me yesterday about how, you look at Reagan, how he was bold against Russia. Trump's sitting there shaking his hand. I'm like, these people they fall into that narrative trap, and they don't like Trump. That's what it's really
the
about.
signs were everything that Trump did. He had the big carpet. Putin had the small one. Then they had the flyover.
And Putin walked to him.
That's right. And
The
that's what it
B-52s was cool.
Oh, that was great. He was like this.
Yep.
He was almost like Hillary looking for the balloons. Remember when
Yeah.
Hillary was looking for the balloons? That was a good time.
I don't know. I thought it was really cool when they did that. If it would have been me, I probably would have cracked my pants.
Yeah, but don't forget everything that's done is to show the power that we have, and the fake news media does not want to accept it. We got to see about this Nobel Peace Prize, how that's going to work. Because the ones
Even Hillary wants to nominate him now, but
Hillary
Hillary
said that because she's worried about her ass going into a sling. That's what she's worried about.
She wants to save her ass.
Let me Brown knows him now.
Yep. And her donkey, if she can help that too.
He made us get away once. Let's try it again.
Well, Trump let her off the hook once. Honestly, like I'm not one for all big prosecutions and all, but what they did to this country, I had a conversation with my friend last night, who has a liberal-leaning wife. He said to me, he said to her about all this Russia stuff coming out. She still don't believe it. She's so entrenched in what they did. They really ruined. Besides what they could have did start at World War III, they really ruined a lot of people in this country.
We found out something very important last night. We know what makes Mark smart.
What's that?
His wife.
I was going to say, it was behind. Yeah, he must have a great woman behind him.
I don't know. It was fun. Are you going to talk about balls?
What, today? No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
No, today. If you want, I don't care. What time is it?
It's 5. Yeah, it's 5 too.
You got some minutes if you want to talk about balls.
Yeah, well, you want to talk about it? Or?
Well, no, you say it.
What do I have to say?
Huh?
You're the CEO. What are you saying?
Yeah.
Well, all right. We got a new production company, and it's called TG Balls Productions LLC. Then you finish.
I love it.
Yep.
Yep.
But we're going to do a lot of changes with the Wake Up Patriots and stuff. So it's going to be exciting. We're also going to do a Tuesday and Thursday night, so we can bring other guests in because a lot of people can't make the morning.
Yeah.
So it's going to be good.
That way, people
we have to put at least 30 hours in to get us up on the leaderboard. So because what happens is, if you notice that we have an audience after a lot of people come on, but the thing is that we have a lot of competition with a lot of people in the morning because everybody decided to do these shows, and some of them don't know what the F they're talking about, but that's besides the point. At least we bring out some guests.
They just said F and not the full.
Yeah, well, we can't. On Friday, I can. I don't have the jaw.
You're gonna. How much money you got in your pocket for tomorrow for the jar?
About $100.
You're in Nashville. There's got to be a mason jar somewhere. As you get
that is something.
There's something in the works for tomorrow. He'll have to be putting money in there. And I brought a bunch of the $100 bills with me too.
Yeah, I brought some shirts too.
So, yeah. That's good.
Oh, look at somebody's showing $100 bills.
George, I got my Born to Ride for 45 shirt packed. I said to Lana, you better have that out of the laundry.
Thank God.
In the suitcase already.
Yeah, that with like what you're talking about with the evening shows and everything, though, that'll be where people that can't make it during the day to go, to see the live ones can do that in the evening. And then there's different things we can cover in the evening that we can't really do during.
There's a lot of guests that I could bring on, but they always tell me about I can't make it in the morning. Can we do it at night? And so that's what we.
Yeah, it makes it a little more.
We decided.
Gives you other options, which is good.
Yeah, because we're gonna bring on General Flynn could have made it night, but he got called to Washington last Thursday, so he apologized about the whole thing. But um, it's interesting about the events that are taking place, and the thing that really screwing up Trump is them two morons, the Speaker of the House and that other jerk off.
Yeah, Thune and Johnson.
Yeah, because as long as they keep the gavel and they appear 1 minute a day, the Congress is still and Senate is still in session.
Yep.
So now, because they're in session,
Unprecedented,
Trump
too.
can't pick his people. He has 150. I was talking to General Flynn. He's got 150 more to do.
Hmm.
That's
It's a
what
roadblock. They're roadblocking him.
yeah, well, that's what Flynn said. So we discussed that. And believe it or not, I didn't know they stayed behind. I thought they were gone, and then I found out through the grapevine that they're there.
I keep on saying this though. I'm surprised Trump hasn't been, because you really haven't heard Trump complain or say anything about it.
He doesn't want to have the interference with the peace talks with Ukraine and
But technically, they're interfering already because they're trying to keep him.
But
coddled, I guess you could say.
If you notice that the military is in Washington and they're going to do all the other states, so be surprised about events that are going to happen. Don't forget Lincoln arrested 2 governors and 2 senators and 3 judges, I believe. Trump has the power to do that. He could actually, the Speaker. Trump can't get to the Capitol unless he's invited by the Speaker of the House. But once the military is involved, it's the end of that.
Well, especially since they call him a dictator, he should be able to just do whatever he wants.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right? So I gotta say, there was an interesting comment in the chat earlier, and I don't know if you called it, George, but it was earlier in the show. But Red Ginger said, "How good looking George is in person." All right. And I said, so I responded and said, just wait until you meet the George puppet.
Puppet, yeah.
Yeah, the George puppet is really quite handsome, the little guy.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock?
Well, 1 hour that we had the show. But we appreciate.
I was like 1 o'clock.
We appreciate our live
airport.
audience. Well, I appreciate the live audience that came out, that was great. I think we're going to do this next year. We really appreciate.
Oh yeah,
Mark.
definitely.
Mark did a great job putting the shit together. But
Mark's the official Wake Up Patriots roadie.
Now, you missed a compliment I gave you before. I said, because I said that's what makes Mark smart, is his wife. That's what makes standing. Yep. Then Mark was looking for you to disappear off the chair. So.
Hey, you know what we wanted to ask? If you would hit the like button if you're watching, because if you hit the like button, I'll do losing your shit tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if you don't hit the like button, she'll lose her shit.
There's a puppet.
Yeah,
I like the puppies.
That's exactly right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Stacy.
Okay,
I left my
bye.
puppies at home.
Maybe the next live show will be from the Buc-ee's parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be funny. That way you can have a lot lizard come up to you, right?
Yeah.
Or the Buc-ee's bathroom. It's very clean.
That's a great shirt. Good to go. That was a great shirt.
I can't wait to get down there.
Oh yeah. Everybody's so nice too. It's been really fun, because we've been talking to everybody for a long time, and now finally get to meet everybody.
Everybody has a great sense of humor down here. It's unbelievable how great. It's a great. Believe it or not, we got to give Ed a lot of credit too, because he created a family in the chat room.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Ed, what's his name? Oh, Henry. Yeah.
Ed Henry.
We're gonna send him a clip of this. So
yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yep, that'd be great.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and plus all the different changes that are, with the show since he left is really something else. I mean, look at, you had Tony and Chris and then us and then taking Thursdays and Fridays and stuff. So it's been a lot of fun too. It's not that much work. It's more fun, I think, myself. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but because I do it all, you guys just sit here and talk. That's why.
There you see right away. Let me show how great I am. Here we are. You know,
You know I'm kidding. You
See,
know I'm kidding.
if you're
Um,
kidding, you wouldn't have said it. See, that's the problem. See, you mean it what you said. You said it kidding.
Well, George, you said some things that I wonder if you meant.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, all the time.
George is wondering what the fuck did I say?
No, it doesn't matter. I meant it. If I said it, I meant it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. We have fun though.
What do you mean I said something?
What was he taking a nap the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, well, I said you can't bring him on all the time. You got to bring him on. Keep him special.
Small doses. Small
Yeah,
doses.
this way people want to see him. Like it was this way it's like, oh wow, it was a George puppet again.
Well, again, everybody, thanks a lot. We have to say goodbye to the show. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, and don't forget, Mike Schwartz is on.
Mike.
Tune in over on Rumble to Mike Schwartz. He's on right now. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. He was complaining yesterday because we were all here and he wasn't getting everybody in fit.
And ask Mike Schwartz in the chat why he didn't come to Nashville.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, he's doing his comedy thing.
Yeah, right. 5-10 minutes from my house. Oh, the big.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
me.
say goodbye then till tomorrow.
Yep.
Patriots, say bye.
See you tomorrow. Hasta
And live
mañana.
from Nashville.
Nashville day 1.
Wake up,
Adios.
sleeping. Bye.
Hit the like button on your way out.
All right.
Hit it.